In this movie, I'll show you how to blend the tattoo in with the flesh of the arm, and I'll also show you how to blend away these little bits of flame that are extending beyond the arm. And this will serve as a kind of advanced preview of the sort of blending options that we'll see in a future chapter. So for starters here, you want to double click on an empty portion of this layer here inside the Layers panel in order to open up the Layer Style dialog box. And I'm going to go ahead and move this dialog box off screen and also zoom into the artwork by Control Spacebar or Command Spacebar clicking. Now notice this slider bar that's labeled Underlying Layer. It extends from black over here on the left-hand side to white over on the right-hand side. And we also have luminance values of 0 for black and 255 for white. What we can do by modifying these slider triangles is force through luminance levels from the underlying layer so that they become visible and the pixels on the active layer on top of them become invisible. So notice if I drag this white triangle over to the left, let's say to somewhere around 150. I'm saying anything in the arm with a luminance level of 150 or brighter is going to force its way through. As a result, we end up having some pretty choppy transitions, as you can see here. So the pixels just die away. They're either visible if those portions of the arm are 150 or darker, or they're invisible if the arm is 150 or lighter. The good news is that we've gone ahead and dropped away the flames on the outside of the arm. So whereas previously the flames were extending into that white background, as soon as we move that white triangle just a little bit over to the left, those flames disappear. If you want to achieve smooth transitions so that the pixels gradually drop away, then you want to press the Alt key or the Option key on a Mac. And notice that we have this little sliver in the middle of the triangle. That's showing us that it's really two triangles that have been merged together. And if you Alt drag or Option drag the left half of that triangle, you will go ahead and pull it apart. And I'm going to take it down to a value of 100, like so that we can clearly see some of the flesh in the arm. And then I'll go ahead and move the right side of that white triangle back up to 250. And so what we're saying in this case is anywhere where the arm is 250 or brighter, the pixels completely disappear. Anywhere where it's 100 or darker, the pixels on the tiger tattoo layer are altogether visible, and anywhere in between, they're gradually disappearing. So we get an effect that makes it look like the tattoo is really painted onto that flesh. The next thing you want to do is change the blend mode from normal to multiply so that you get a uniform darkening effect. And that's just going to go ahead and sink those red strokes into the skin. And then you want to click OK in order to accept that change. So to get a sense of what we've been able to accomplish, I'll press Ctrl-Z or Command-Z on a Mac to restore the opaque version of the tattoo. So that's what it looked like before. Obviously, a synthetic piece of artwork just slapped on top of the image. And now if I press Ctrl-Z or Command-Z again, we get a tattoo that looks like it's really emblazoned onto the skin and therefore serves as a credible element of this composition.